It is a fantastic day. We can't thank you enough for joining us here on this glorious Trenches Wednesday, which will include J.J. White in the second hour. Not sure there'll be any threatened lawsuits with that one coming today from J.J. Watt's conversation, but
never know. Might have a bone to pick.
You never know.
Which is the thing. It's tough. Whenever you're freewheeling and dealing in here, and you're having conversations,
letting it fly.
They can certainly lead to some places that cause like international news and things like that. And whenever there's accusations made about people, that can lead to lawsuits. Now, have been in one before.
Yes.
With Brett Favre. Now, how'd that case end? Well, it ended with me having to read a letter basically stating that I know nothing that anybody else doesn't know publicly already. That I'm not in the know for that whole thing. And then that was kind of disappeared, but that was a big thing for a long time.
Yeah.
How did that come? Well, we just started making jokes about stuff. We started talking shit about stuff. And then our show, I think that is a good part of what we do, is we're able to kind of just roll with the punches. We're able to have a good time. We're all rather invested and studied in what's happening around the sports world at all times. Caitlin Clark last night.
Hell yeah. Unreal.
Wait till you hear about Luke Littler today.
Dog.
So we are very much in that world. So everybody that comes on the stage has to be able to like basically keep up with where we're headed. There's no there's no formal outline of what we're going to talk about, how we're going to talk about it. There's no A block, B block, C block. There's no scheduled conversations. There's no scheduled debates. There's no topics for you to think about before you get in there. There is just an opportunity to talk about damn near everything for 3.5 hours. And in doing so, the upside of that is some magic can come that you never knew was going to come.
Absolutely.
Good times can be had, laughs can be had, especially when you're rolling on like 2 hours of sleep like we were yesterday after the Rose Bowl. You can have a blast. And on the flip side, there could be some things that were certainly probably, we're going to have to hear from Aaron on that, meant to be a talk joke that can then become something that is obviously a very serious allegation that then leads to a massive overnight story, one in which, put baby down, sleep, haven't seen her in a while, and then I pick up my phone. Boy. But I can see exactly why Jimmy Kimmel felt the way he felt, especially with his position. But I think Aaron was just trying to talk shit. Now, did it go too far? And a lot of people, Jimmy Kimmel certainly said that was the case. We and I immediately upon it happening, trying to be like, But that is Aaron and Jimmy. They've been
jousting a bit.
I don't know, So, like, we obviously don't like the fact that we're associated with anything negative ever. We like our show to be an uplifting one, a happy one, a fun one, but it's because we talk shit and try to make light of everything. Some things, obviously, people get very pissed off about, especially when they're that serious allegations. So we apologize for being a part of it. Can't wait to hear what Aaron has to say about it. Hopefully those two will just be able to settle this, not court-wise, but be able to chit-chat, move along. Because remember, you're allowed to disagree with people's opinions. You're allowed to say, like, you sound dumb. The more and more you talk, you sound dumber and dumber. And then you're allowed to just move on. That's the beautiful thing about like a football locker room that I was very lucky to experience. Grew up in a soccer world, played a lot of sports, obviously. But then whenever you get dropped into a football locker room, you realize quickly, damn, there's a guy from Compton here. And there's a guy who grew up with $100 million right there. There's a guy from South Florida here. And then there's a white trash guy from the hills of West Virginia or North Carolina in here. Do you think they're all going to have the same views on life? No. They came up in much different backgrounds. They have much different people influencing their thoughts and opinions and reasoning for why they feel the way they feel. But whenever you get in that locker room, talk, you're an idiot, you're dumb, we move forward, we got to win a game. We're also going to go hang out. Man, I had never seen anybody do that before. Us, you whites, you know what you got? Like, that is the beautiful thing about it. So, with all that being said, can understand why Jimmy got incredibly pissed.
Yeah, definitely.
Completely understand that, especially with his position. But also, I think Aaron is like, hey, this guy has said some stuff about me, in his monologue. He's just trying to talk. I don't think he meant anything else, but he's going to have to clarify that. For us, we would like to just continue to be a place where people can escape life. In that moment, we didn't for a lot of folks and a lot of reasons. We shall move on.